Preparing to live stream the meeting.
Okay, mine says we're already live. Have a look at the top left-hand corner. Does it say live?
No. Oh.
What does it say?
It's blank.
It's blank. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, I think we're live. Say hello to everyone.
Okay. Hi.
I'm going to go check. I'm going to look on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to let you all know that this is a training session for Elaine Ann, and there's such a lot to learn. She's a little bit nervous. So let me just make sure that we're live. We are live on air, Elaine Ann.
Can you see me?
Yeah, everyone can see you.
I can't see me.
Don't worry about you. Everyone else can see you. See up the top where it says live, custom live streaming service. Does it say that at the top left-hand corner of your screen?
No, it's come up Angel Heart Radio Media, and
I'm taking a photo of the screen so I can send it to you later. Yeah. Not now. I'll send it to you later. So right now, you're live on everyone. You go for it.
Hi, my name's Elaine. I do numerology, which is a part of things I actually love doing. And I feel sometimes we have hidden numbers and people don't understand what say, like if you're thinking everything's going right, but I'm still feeling out of whack, then this is the main reading. It will bring in the opportunity to understand what's going on.
Okay, so from what I'm understanding about what you're saying, that sometimes even when it's a bit like when you're following all the plan that you've got and everything looks like it's in order, but yet it just doesn't feel quite right for you at the moment, or you don't feel connected. So
that's right.
By tuning into numerology, and you're going to help us with that on your brand new show on Angel Heart Radio, you're hoping to help people understand the deeper energy that's affecting them, even when things seem to be going right, but they just don't feel that it is. Is that right?
That's right. That's right. I can see you now.
It is so nerve-wracking, everyone. If you've got your own live stream, you will know exactly what it's like, and it's that moment, isn't it? You should have seen Elaine Ann's face when I said you're going to take us live. It's that OMG moment. And thank you all so much for supporting Elaine Ann, because this is a really wonderful new part of her life, being on Angel Heart Radio.
Yes, it is, and it's stepping out of my comfort zone. I live in a small town called Beaconsfield, and my daughter, when I first actually was on the first show, my daughter said, "How's it feel stepping out of your comfort zone?" And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "You're going everywhere, Mum, not just in Beaconsfield." So we had a good laugh at that. So this is really good for me to show people that there is always an outcome, a good outcome, not always a negative outcome. Absolutely. So, yeah, and I appreciate Hanaya for inviting me on, and also Annette, both beautiful ladies. So I appreciate you both. Well, I can start off by just explaining the numbers if you wish. And the numbers, the first number, of course, is 1. So if you look at a number 1, it's straight up and down. So it means your strength, brand new beginnings, because 1 means opening new doors. Then we have number 2, which is the mother. The number 1, of course, is father. And number 2 is all about the mother, your intuition, your gut feeling. It's also you wear your heart on your sleeve, unconditional love. So apart from being very sensitive to 2, depending on how many 2s you have, you can actually use your analytical mind. So The 3 is
Can
the
I
fun-loving
just
number.
ask you? Can I just ask you? You said, of course, 1 is the father. I'm a bit lost. I don't understand why. Why is it the father?
Okay, it means strength.
Okay.
I didn't make the
It's
rules.
a masculine energy, is it? Is that what it is?
Yes, masculine
Okay.
energy.
And we all have that masculine and feminine
Yes,
energy.
we
field,
do.
don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes you may be in a brand new beginning, meaning your personal number for the year is 1. So it means opening new doors. It can mean babies because it's all brand new. It can mean new car, anything brand new, basically, in your life. But it's opportunities coming your way. So it's more about the strength of the father. I didn't make the rules up. It's been millions of years. And then 2 is the female. And then 3 is the child, because you put the 1 and 2 together and you get the child. Then you have the 3 means the communicator. So the communicator is about the entertainer, the singer, the creative side of you coming out. It could be just, I'm a life number 3 and I'm not an artist by any shape or form, but I used to do coffee art. And I used to do also make little things for children when they're first born. So I've done that too. So it's all about you being creative, but they're the life of the party. And then you have your number 4 means I am the builder. I plant seeds for everyone's future.
Wow.
And the 4 is all about planting the seeds. So it's about
there's a steady, I'm loving this. There's a steady progression how the numbers have individual meanings, but how they all then start to connect like a building block to the others, so that when we see what I guess it's like a chart, what our numerology is telling us, we can take all those building blocks and then put them together to support us in all aspects, of our life. That's really exciting.
And then 4 is the builder. So as you said, you're building your blocks for your future, but 4 are the warriors because they need to have their foundation straight on the house.
Makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yep.
And then we have the 5 means freedom. So it's more about people feeling not caged in. The 5 is balances everyone out. It's the drama, the number 5. So the number 5 is also about letting go of what's holding you back and stepping into your fears. It's also angel because it's about the spirit within you. Then we have the number 6, which means I want to be creative. I'm going to look after the whole world. Sometimes we can't, but we can send that thought out and it's like a ripple effect. But it's more about people will come to you for actual, have big shoulders for them to cry on. They make beautiful nurses. All numbers make lovely people, but they make beautiful nurses, and they also are the carers of the world. But they are very good. Some people become, what is it called, that go into a house and design it. So they have all that knowledge within them. And sometimes they are sort of surrounding themselves. There's the sunshine flower. The sunflower.
Yeah.
And then
I think we have to rename that one now, the sunshine flower.
Yeah. And then we have the number 7. Now the 7 is all about the justice system.
That just made a lot of sense for me and mine.
And the 7 is also about procrastination.
Okay. It's all coming together in my head. Yes. Okay, thank you.
That's right. And then 7 is truth seeker of the world.
Yeah.
So they're always looking for, they know when someone's not telling them the truth. They always may end up as being a police person. They may be a judge, or they may be someone with authority, but they're also looking at the born healer, so on the spiritual sense. The negative for the 7 is procrastination.
Oh,
I hit the nail on the head.
yeah, absolutely on the head. So I'm not sure where my 7 is, but I know I've got a 7 in there.
Yeah.
So it's really showing me then would it also be then that the kind of shadow work of that is to stop trying to save everyone when there's injustice, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, bingo.
Sometimes with the 7, they need to know it's the right thing. They need to know it's okay that justice will come out, but they are so into the truth.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And it's not up to us to bring that truth out for everybody else. That has been such, oh my gosh, such an incredible journey for me. I feel like I have got to, it's an over responsibility, really.
Yes.
It's one of my,
On the chart, you have your 1, your 4, and your 7 at the bottom. So they call that the grid. It's noughts and crosses, actually, but the grid. And the 1, 4, and 7 means down to earth and very practical.
Okay, so is that my grid?
Anyone's grid who's got a 1, 4, or 7.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's very cool.
And then with the 7, it's what they call, because it's a born healer, they're always helping people and always people looking at very good teachers. The same with the 6, because they're very caring. The other number is an 8. 8's all about business minded. Now, if you have a 4 and 8 in your birthday, then you'll find the 4 will plant the seeds and build the house. Then you sell it and reap the rewards with the 8. Okay, so anyone with a 4 and 8, you could be very business-like, but it's more to do with how the 8 is taking control of things. So you could start at the bottom of the company and work up, or you could actually, with the 8, you have to be careful of addictedness. You know, computer games, drugs, and all that type of stuff. I'm trying not to be so negative.
Would have been pretty much anything, because, addiction takes on so many faces, really, doesn't it? One of those faces could be ice cream, actually.
Yes, I know someone that likes ice cream too.
So, and here's the thing with that addictiveness that I've found in my own life, let's just say it was ice cream. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Let's just say it is. That for me is telling me that there's something much deeper going on that I'm wanting to mask with the sweetness, as it were. I don't, when I'm in that, maybe I don't even realize that I'm there, but I just want to feel better in that moment.
That's true. That's so true. I have an 8 in my birthday, and, I did get addicted to Dutch licorice.
Oh, licorice. Oh, my Lord. I remember when I was little, there used to be anyone who's, I'm 65, so in that era in Australia, they used to come in little blocks, and it wasn't a choo-choo bar. Yeah, but and they were kind of hard. You had to really work at getting that.
Yeah, I love it.
By the way, if you've got high blood pressure, please don't eat licorice. Talk to your doctor.
Right. That's right. That's why I had to come off. They couldn't work out.
Me too.
Why my blood pressure was so high.
Yep. I went to the doctor and she said, "What have you been doing?" I said, "Nothing really. Except I eat 2 packets of licorice." She said, "Well, please stop doing that."
Because I used to, working down the local market here in the suburb called Berry, Victoria, in Melbourne. So anyway, there was a lolly man, and I would go there and have my stash, and I'd bring it home, buy my grandson and my husband's stuff that was special, and then I'd hide it down the back room when I was crocheting. And they're going, "What are you doing? Your blood pressure's so high." And I said, "No, I don't know.
Yep.
I'm eating healthy."
It's the licorice. Exactly. It's so true.
Yeah.
It's so true.
So I stopped eating licorice. I found it very hard, but that's the
me too. And I go to the supermarket and I go down that aisle, and it's like I see the bags of licorice and I go, "Oh." But at the end of the day, you know, it's not something I can do. But I think that's really great, because what's the bet? Someone watching this, or someone watching this who knows someone, this will be really good information for them.
Yeah. So we'll go back to the numbers. With the number 8, it goes like an infinity, as everyone keeps telling me, but it's in every spiritual, once it's turned on its side, everything in churches, everywhere. But the 8 does mean I've come back to learn again.
Okay.
So I'm taking control. So if you're a life number 8, it works out that everyone that comes into your life is there for, I know everyone hates saying that, but they're for a reason, and it's a contract. We're all got contracts with people. So the 8 is also about business minded. It's about looking after money. So if you're a spendthrift, I wouldn't know about that. If you're a spendthrift, then you can look at your habits with the money. Okay. Then we have the 9. So when we have the 9, it goes around to the top and down. So the 9, that's your head, the top of the.
Okay.
All right. And with the top of the 9, it says thinking, but it is more to do with healing and understanding. The it means humanitarian. Okay. So it's like a priest, depending on how many numbers you have. With the 7 as well would invoke that as well. But with the 9, it means endings as well. So people ending, clearing out the slate, or clearing things out of their home, especially if they're in the 9 personal year number. So the 9 is all about watching people and take on that information.
Okay, I reckon I've got a 9 somewhere. It sounds very much like me. It really does. Yeah. And
then there's certain diagonal and everything, but we'll go into that another day.
Yeah.
So I'll just show you.
Okay, hang on. I just want to point out something here. So because this is a training show, yes, it is. You did so well. You got me off topic of licorice. And but this is actually a very good skill to have, because say you had a guest on your show one day, you're going to have to know how to bring people back to topic in a way that's firm, but also respectful and kind. And you did that very well.
Thanks.
So well done. And the other thing is, for everyone who doesn't know, when Elaine Ann was talking about lollies, for you guys in the USA kind of timeline, that will be your candy. But for us, it's lollies. Yeah. Love lollies.
Good piece of candy.
So lollies are our candy. Yeah. So well done, Elaine Ann.
Thank you. Also, I'll just show you a grid, because we have numbers like our peak number, also our challenges as well. And I'll just show you. I hope it doesn't glare too much. We might be able to see it.
No, we can't see it. Okay, bring it in front of the camera and then just start to turn it. There you go. We can see it a little bit there. Oh, okay. So what's the one that looks like an A?
So that is how you work out from, say, I'm a life number 3. So at 33, my peak started. So it's another hidden number.
Okay,
so happened, Go
So
on.
on your
After you.
show, once you're running your show regularly, which is going to be weekly, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, so that's going to be a weekly show. So are you going to then break things up? So a show might be dedicated to a portion so that it's sort of like a bit of a class. So
Yes.
people can really learn. Oh, that'll be really good.
And the simplicity. I mean, I've got books. You needed a cut lunch and a compass and a lantern to to understand
Love
it.
that. You need a cut lunch and a compass.
Yes.
I love that. But it's true.
And a calculator. And it was like,
calculator,
oh,
yeah.
it's so hard.
Yeah, you're thinking about actually writing a book more
Yes, I am.
just for the everyday person, which will be really cool. That'll be exciting.
Yeah. So I just feel sometimes with all the stuff that's going on around us, it's out of our control. But I found that like learning little bits helps people to understand it and have the meaning. Like,
and really, when you bring it back down, it's kind of like you learning how to host your show, isn't it? Because there are so many elements. I mean, we get on here and it looks like we're just here, but there have been so many steps along the way to get us here. So it's the same kind of thing, isn't it? It's breaking everything down into its most simplest form possible.
That's
so
right.
that when you put them together, you know and how to produce a show.
Yes.
Because you'll be your own producer as well, which is very exciting.
Oh, it is.
It is exciting, but also how to, you're exactly right. And that's going to help people understand, because I know you'll have a wonderful audience just waiting for you. So that's going to help you guys learn so much more about numerology and how to apply it to your daily life. And once Elaine Ann knows how to read the comments and everything, you'll be able to take questions on your show and have a great conversation. So that's going to be really, really
good. And see, when I do my numbers, I become in a different world, because some people say they're cards, their tarot, whatever. I've got an identical twin sister, and she can look at tarot cards and they move, where I look at numbers and they give me a story. They tell me something about this person. And so that's how I work. But sometimes, or most of the time when I'm doing a reading, I get messages from spirit, because I'm not I find it easier. It's like that Tyler in America, where he scribbles, but it means something to him, where I look at my numbers instead.
Okay.
So I tune in by that.
That makes a lot of sense. And it's great because it tells me with relation to what you're going to be offering people on Angel Heart Radio, it tells me that even though it'll be a numerology show, there's also that divine connection element to it.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Which you bring through. And we've got Belle has joined us, Belinda Brown.
Hello, Belinda.
And we've also got, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, hon. Pitty. What about when life number is 33 equaling 6? Now, this is going to be interesting because I don't think you add 33 together, do you? Does that remain a master?
If 11, you don't break. 22, you don't break. But you're working through the 3 to get to the 6. So your 33, your 3 is a double whammy, really, because it says that it's on the top line where the mind is. Okay, 3's talking about how can I put it? It's being on stage, being that creator, writer, artist. It's also saying the 33 is mind, body, spirit. So being very in tune with your angels or spirit friends, or you may be into modalities and you tune in and help people. So the 33 is basically you can say a 6, but you don't break them down.
Okay.
The 6 is, of course, being creative, being the painter. I mean, the person may be on stage dancing, singing with a 33-6 life number. But it is saying your communication from spirit is very, very, very strong.
Awesome. Hang on, I'm just replying to, you will learn how to do this.
Sorry.
No, you will learn how to do this. It's quite a lot.
I owe you what,
And to do
40,000.
this. It's all right. It's okay. This is my job. This is what I'm doing. So Belinda Bell says hello to you.
Hello, Belle.
Stacey has joined us.
Hi, Stacey.
Stacey too. She says she knows a little about the numbers, always so interested in them. She's attending a basic numerology class this weekend, and I just see this live stream on numerology, synchronicity. I love it. And I'm just replying.
Sorry.
Go
See, that's the angels or spirit friends telling you that's the right place to go.
Absolutely.
For the numerology.
So I was just sharing, I'll share it now instead of writing it in with Stacey, that you were just speaking about the numerology book that you're going to write, but you're going to make it much easier for people. And as Elaine Ann said, you won't need a cut lunch and a compass to navigate it. So look out for that. We'll let you know when that comes up. Pity is grateful to you. And she says, thank you both. Well, thank you. It's so fantastic when people just turn up out of the blue.
Yes, lovely.
Yeah. So hang on, we've got something from Belinda here from Belle. She's given me and Belle's in Australia, so it's 7/11/1967 are her numbers, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay, sorry. I should have been ready. I should have known.
No, that's all okay. That's all okay.
So what was her birthday?
Okay. I'll come back to that one for you, Stacey, in a minute, hun. We'll just do this one for Belle. 7/11/1967. So this is Elaine Ann's training show, and we will be having a couple of these because, as I shared earlier, it's just incredible. There is if you've got a live stream, you'll know, but there are so many elements that Elaine Ann is learning. So it's exciting.
So I think Belle is, if I've added it up quickly, she is a life number 35, which becomes a 35/8. So she's working through the 3 for her life lesson. So I know people hate that word, but that's why we're back here. She is she's got 2 7s in her birthday. So the 7 is a very, if they're looking for a car, they will hunt it down until they know which one. They need the info. So it's all about the knowledge and the wisdom of it all. It's not just saying, oh, I'll take that car. They have to learn up and down, everything in and out. But she is a born healer. And see, she's got 6 there as well in her birthday, in the year. So 1967.
Yep, that's it.
So I'll work out what she's going to be. See, the life number is business-minded. She's working through a 3, meaning communicate. Then she's got the 5 saying, I need my freedom to do what I need to do. So she may work outside. She may have, on the platform where she's singing or doing stuff like that. She'll either be behind the camera or in front of the camera. So she'll be a good actress if she chose to be that in this lifetime. So with the 7, it's 9, and see, she hasn't had her birthday yet. So she's still on the influence of 2021. Okay, so 7, 8, 9, and 5 is 14. She's in a five learning year. So the 5 until her birthday comes up will be about freedom. It's about stepping into her fears and understanding it's okay, letting go those strings, because 8 life numbers are very strong, as in they like to hold on to things. They're very proud of their family. The 7 is the justice system, but the born healer. But with the 2 7s, there could be a lot of procrastination as well. And
she says, yes, exactly where I am.
Ooh, I wonder how I knew that.
It's just like magic.
Yeah, it's like magic. But the 5 is also balancer. So it's balancing everything in her life. If she feels out of whack, that means she's out of whack, and she's got to really look at what's going on underneath. Okay. I hope you like that.
Yes, I'm sure. Let us know, Belle.
Linda.
Okay.
Belle.
No, Belle. Belinda, Belle.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did touch on this a little bit earlier, Stacey, before you got here, but Stacey is saying, is 33 a master number? Can you quickly recap on that for her, please?
Okay. A lot of people say 11 and 22 are master numbers. Okay. But the 33 comes under it as well. It just depends who's being taught, what they're being taught. I would look at 33 as master number because they're mastering their communication skills. They could work on the phone every day, like on the computer, socializing. A 3 needs to socialize. All right. So she's got the double whammy.
Okay, Belle, no, hang on. Are we with Belle or we've gone for? No, this is Stacey. Oh, Stacey, let us know about the socializing. I
yeah, it loves
gather
to
this
socialize.
Is quite appropriate for you.
The negative to 33, which everyone has a negative number. I mean, you know, the yin and yang is learning not to sit back and let people talk over you. Because 3s, they hold it up here and they have a scenario going on in their head. And sometimes it's not that either. It's learning to say, what do you mean by that? If someone says to you, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and they say, you're into it, aren't you? And you go, yes, and you're not, that's part of your learning as well, because you haven't said, no, not interested, but thank you so much for asking me. Okay. But they can be very, very, very creative. Now, they say there's a life number 3s or 33s are the speaker closest to God. So if you believe in God, it means you're up the top with your vibrations. So you're channeling what your knowledge is. So they say, but I can't prove it. I'll let you know once I get on the other side.
I do love it. Okay, so we've got some more things going on here. Stacey says, thank you. She actually said, okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Stacey.
Now, Stacey also shares, it's an old flame that's a 33, and I'm a 3/5 equals 8. Curious if we are a good match.
6 are the warriors too, but as in they take on everyone else's stuff.
So that's the 33 aspect we're talking about, is that right?
Yes.
3 + 3 = 6. Okay.
Yep. So with it's on, if I just quickly show you, I'll just do it quickly. So I'm playing noughts and crosses. 3, 6, 9. Can you it's green.
Okay, so it's a green piece of paper. It's going to disappear. Yeah, it's going to disappear.
Sorry,
that's all right. You can take a photo of it and put it up in the comments on Facebook later, hun.
Yes.
No, we're not really seeing it. That's all right.
all right.
So have a look in the comments later if anyone's interested on the live stream, and it'll be there for you.
Yeah. So the 3 and the 6 work hand in hand because they're both creative numbers. But with the 33-6 means there could be a lot of anxiety. So it's 8 is I am the controller.
Okay.
But 8 is the business person. So they'll always look at things. They can be very gentle and fun-loving, and there's another side that they bring up, this side of them that is very powerful and strong, but not in a negative way. It's more that they're standing their ground, okay? And with them, it's in the middle. So it's 2, 5, and 8 is in the middle. So it's all talking about matters of the heart.
Okay.
The top line's your brain. Second line is your heart. And the bottom line, where you have the 1, 4, and 7, that is down to earth and very practical.
Okay, so looking at the top line, middle line, and bottom line, that's in the grid, I take it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
So I'll take a photo and I'll put it up.
Brilliant. That'd be great, actually. Thanks. This is great. Isn't this fantastic? Now you've started off with a bit of a practice, and all of a sudden it's just come so naturally. People have been drawn to join us. And it's
lovely.
very late on the USA timeline. So Elaine Ann's program, her own show, when she starts, hopefully in a couple of weeks, that will be earlier in the day here in Australia, which will make it earlier in the evening for you guys on the USA timeline. So let me see what else is going on in here. Stacey says, awesome, exclamation mark. Thank you, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. So I take it that was very helpful. Fantastic. So this is great, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. And it's not late. In Arizona it's only 7:45.
Oh wow. I'd be having my licorice by now.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be quite early for you in Arizona, because I think your show will probably be about 10:30 Brisbane time, which I believe is 8:30 Eastern. So that 8:30 at night or morning? At night.
At night.
On the previous day.
Yes, that's right, because they're a day behind.
So Stacey says, I'll join you for licorice. We had a whole segment
I'll have a packet earlier. Yeah.
Make sure you don't have it doesn't give you high blood pressure. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
they put me on tablets and everything, and it's like, no.
Lord. So this has just been fantastic, everyone. So please do get behind Elaine Ann's show when she starts in a couple of weeks. We've got a bit more training to do yet. So for the time being, when did we decide that your practice shows are like your show is going to be until you've gained your wings, so to speak, and can fly on your own? Was that
no,
I can't remember either.
No, I can't remember.
We'll let you know.
I've got to get over this one first.
Watch this space, everyone.
Yeah,
because I'm here. I'm going to be here to support Elaine Ann to make sure she gets on. Everything's running smoothly. I won't be on the show with her after a few times. She'll be going solo. But I like to be there with all my new hosts so that if anything techie comes up, I can support them through it. So by the time I've got my show on my Monday, then the grandkids Tuesday, Wednesday, and Elaine Ann is out on Friday. I think we made it on Saturday.
Yes.
So to start with, it'll be Saturday in Australia, which will be Friday in the USA. At 8:30 Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 a.m. And once then Elaine Ann is up and running, then she'll choose a day that suits her that doesn't have to revolve
Yeah.
around me.
Yes.
There
I
you go.
think we mentioned a Wednesday, but that was up in the air. Yeah.
So yeah, but you'll be able to choose whatever you like, in whatever free spots are available. So that'll be really great.
I love what I do, and that's on my business cards. It says, "I love what I do, and I do what I love." And I've followed that off for about 20 years. I came across that saying, and it was similar to someone else's, but I changed the words around. Yeah. So I just find numbers and spirits and even doing my little card readings, but I'm not going to be doing them on the show. I'm more interested in my numerology and try and help people understand what they're going through at this point in time.
I love it. I really love that. It comes back to service every time.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
And see, there is another way of looking at your numbers when there's none, like you may have numbers missing in your birth date. So you're working out how people actually see you. Or I'll work that one out because I keep forgetting. I get confused with some of them, as you know. But yeah, I'll make that a show too about missing numbers and partnerships, on how to look at partnerships.
God, that will be such a popular one, that one.
Yeah.
I can already feel the energy building for that.
Yeah. So you place on top what your partner is. It's the same, Hanaya, when women get married, they drop their maiden name in some cultures and they take on the husband's name, right? That changes their whole energy because even our name has numbers. So if that works out, like I took on my husband's name and dropped my name, I've taken on his karma from his family. So great.
You know what? I totally hear you, because I took on my husband's name as well, which I no longer have. I now have my names, which I love, and I will never change in this lifetime, regardless of my marital status. But you're right, because the energy of that name was so strong, but at the same time, it showed me later on, retrospectively, that was the lesson I had come to be done with this time. It was a massive lessons, but I now feel that I have worked through that one with him, and I can feel that I won't be coming back to do that again. It was that was a real act of
completion of your contract.
Yeah. So that was service in itself, even though at the time it felt like anything but. It really was. So this will be a great one. See, there's a show right there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yep.
And like, even I think I've mentioned before, I'm not a musician, so I can't do it, but your name can be made a tune with the numerology.
That's really interesting, because because I worked with an amazing astrologer and incredible soul who's no longer this side of the veil, but when he worked with people to help them with names that matched the different aspects of their chart. And it took about 3 years for all of the 3 names to come through. But that's what I did. Anaya is a very strong name, and it was such a shift for me that I used to sing it. The king. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I used to sing it, Anaya, Anaya. I'd just sing and sing and sing Anaya, and I could feel the internal shift happening, but I could also my voice and the song of my name working through my cellular structure as well. It was so incredible. And Belle, also, oh, she's so right. She said, you know, Javel was the king. He was a beautiful man. And he was
Yeah.
one of the most generous, loving men. He was just such a gift to me in my life, and I miss him so much. And I had the great good fortune of spending a lot of time with Javel, and he became almost like a brother to me, but mostly a mentor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was
That's
very, very
lovely.
blessed. So to receive my names, Anaya, Joy, Holili, through such an incredible vessel. Wow, what a gift.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
So
love your name, actually. I think it, and see, even your first valve, I got it wrong
first
again.
valve.
In your name tells the person what strength you have.
Ah,
So
okay.
yeah.
So
See,
that
and
there's
yours
a
an
show as
A,
well. Yeah.
yeah. And my next letter is an L. So and then it's an E, sorry. So the E is a 5 and the A is a 1. So that's what you get. That tells people who you are. And
I
you
love
get an
this.
idea when you work with numbers. If they say, oh, my name's Bill, the I is a 9. So the B is a 2. So that becomes 11. So they can be very standoffish, but they're very kind-hearted as well.
Okay.
Because the I is the 9, it means they're humanitarians as well. Always service to mankind.
Okay. Yep.
It's interesting.
Yep. So we've got lots of support coming in for you. Stacey says, you know, when you do fly solo, you're just going to be amazing. And
You?
Stacey says, I'm right there, Anaya. It's a lot. It really is a lot. And I just feel this is a really great way to end the program today. And we can see now with Elaine Ann, there are going to on numerology, you know, partnerships, you know, what's the song of your name? What's the music of your name? So many different aspects. So I think this is very exciting, Elaine Ann, and I just can't wait.
Yeah, I've just got this passion for numerology, and I'll be hopefully bringing, which I will be bringing, happiness so people can understand why they are the way they are. Yep. And they're understanding it's okay, you know, whether you've got a life number 6 and it's a bit of anxiety. Well, 3s suffer anxiety too. Most numbers suffer anxiety, but it's our conditioning as well, you know, and it's okay. And especially if you're a 5, you're going to let down. I got double 5 in my birthday for the year I was born, and I had a lot of fears in my life, as in my thoughts and everything. So what I did was I was working, and in a little cafe, I was a barista, and my boss and I, we worked out how to save up enough money to jump out of a plane. So I jumped out tandem. And I thought, if I can do that, I can do anything. And that's what I did. And my boss is my girlfriend. I call her small, tallish bear. She calls me short bear, mini bear. And Danielle, her name is, and she was beautiful. She still is a beautiful lady. And without her help, I would have still been suffering all these negativities with these thoughts I had. Yeah, so I jumped out.
Love that, because that tells me straight off that people who are suffering. Now, I was having a conversation with someone the other day, with a child, actually, the other day about this, because it's sort of become now, you know, people just have anxiety. And I was saying to him, there is no just. Anyone who's ever had anxiety will understand that is a big thing to
It
learn
is.
to
It
manage and to
is.
deal with. Yep, for each
Yeah.
person. So I'm excited, very excited.
If I can do it, anyone can do it. And you know that saying, but it's true.
But it's true. And I have said that so many times with Angel Heart Radio, because the level of my fear was so intense. I mean, oh my God, it was so intense. I'd spent so much of my life hiding. So I do understand, but that's not to take away from anybody. You'll do it in your own time and in your
Of
own
course you
way.
will.
But the
And, you
really
know,
cool thing is we're here to support you while you're working out what that looks
exactly
like for you.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
And I appreciate everyone that's come on to support me. Hope we have many good laughs together.
I bet you will.
We will.
I can see it all now. I can see it. It's just written across.
I just love laughing.
So thank you, everyone. You're going to have a lot of fun with Elaine Ann. Please like Angel Heart Radio's page on Facebook, follow us, and that not only supports us, but it gives you the opportunity to know when we're live streaming, and that's exciting. Oh, and the other cool thing is, right, on our Angel Heart Radio Facebook page, you can now book appointments with myself and with Elaine Ann. Here's the thing. We're trying, only my session times show up. I don't understand why. But when you click on see all times, right, you can go down and you can book a time with Elaine Ann. Just book whatever's there, and then you can contact Elaine Ann will contact you to make sure that's the time you want, because she can change that with you privately. Okay.
That's right.
So that's exciting. So you can book with myself, you can book with Elaine Ann. Yay. I think that is absolutely fabulous. So
Thank you,
thanks
everyone.
again, everyone.
Thank you, Hanaya.
You're very welcome. Now, when we end our programs, you're so welcome. I'm very excited and you've done a great job.
Thank you.
When we end our programs, and I will send you the disclaimer, we always give our disclaimer at the end of the program, and that is
that. Yes.
Angel Heart Radio programs should not be used to replace your legal, medical, or professional advice, nor your own sound judgment. So thank you for joining us, everyone. My website is angellight777.com. Elaine Ann's Facebook page is hang on.
Elaine Ann, numerology.
Because I can't remember if it's numerology or numerologist. So I'm just going to find out now for you guys. Elaine Ann numerologist. Yes. And of course, you can contact Elaine Ann via her Facebook page and set up an appointment with her to have your own personal numerology done there as well. So here's a question for you, Elaine Ann. Here's a question for you about that. So I probably should ask you this off air in case I'm just going to ask.
No, I don't mind.
Okay, so do you, when you're doing people's numerology, do you also do like couples numerology on their relationship, regardless of whether that's
as long as the other person's there? I don't do the third person reading.
Okay.
Because it's not fair and I mean, I just, and I never do health because I'm not a doctor.
Good. Excellent. Wonderful. There you go. So you'll be able to, have some wonderful opportunities with Elaine Ann. Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
everyone. Thank you,
now, honey bun, hasn't it been lovely?
Yes, it has. I really enjoyed it.
I can see your face is all shining and glowing, and it's been a great experience for you. And it's telling me also that this is a really important part of your journey to come out into the world and present yourself doing what it is, you love so much. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I just found even when I was younger, I put it on hold because they thought in those days, you're cuckoo. Yep. But I knew deep down I was seeing very angelic lady that used to come and visit me. And I thought that was special.
Absolutely. And you trusted that enough. And here's the thing about working with angelic energies, as you know all too well, that even if you don't connect with that and actually work with that energy now, that energy doesn't leave you.
No.
They'll wait for you. And then when you're ready, it's all systems go, right?
That's correct. That's correct. And people say, why didn't you do this earlier? Blah, blah, blah. No, now's the time for me to do it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So no looking at if I could, I should, I. No.
So true.
I've done it.
So true. All right, my lovely. All right. So when we end the show, well, you're going to end the show because you're the host.
Oh, I am too.
Now, you see down the bottom where it has that more button?
Yes.
Thanks, everyone. Love you.
Bye-bye, everyone. See you soon.
Just put your mouse over the more button and you'll see a little box that says stop